So we're talking about the World Cup. We're talking about how much we're enjoying it, that it only comes around every so often, and that we can see how there's eager anticipation for the next one after this one ends, right? You did something kind of exciting this week.
Oh. Welcome back to In Residence. I'm Keith.
And I'm Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Hey, Keith.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing swell. What are we talking about?
So I'm a little nervous right now.
Because
I wanted to talk about the World Cup because I'm really into it, but I have no business talking about the World Cup.
Yep, we're enjoying the World Cup.
One of the things that I've really keyed into, because you did, all the different fans that are here experiencing the United States in weird ways.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Not like weird ways, but weird things that we do or have that they're just darn excited about.
It's kind of ordinary things for us.
Right.
But it's kind of special if you're from somewhere else. Just like we like doing ordinary things when we're traveling abroad. And
like going to the supermarket.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
One of the things that you've gotten me into is looking on social media to see the different reactions of fans that are coming from all over the world. And things like being really excited about the free refills or the Waffle House or the Scots drinking Boston out of beer.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And so there's just been lots of pretty fun things on there.
They were it was like happiness.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Media. Yeah. And I know like the Instagram algorithms and stuff were pushing it because that's how I saw it. But I was pleasantly surprised, and it was nice to hear people having a good experience, especially because they're in like medium-sized cities throughout the US and getting to see different parts, whether it's Texas or, around Kansas City. And I know they're in Miami and like LA, but like also, in Boston, like they seem like big cities to me because I'm from like little towns, but like, they got a taste of the Midwest, and like having barbecue and stuff. And so it was just kind of cool seeing people's reactions and just saying that they were having a good time and like, having a not just the experiences at like restaurants, which was just fun to see because like they're going to like Texas Roadhouse and stuff and getting free bread or free salsa, like at, places like we go to places and you just get chips and salsa,
right?
And then the free refills, obviously it's always kind of funny, but like having experiences with people also and just getting to see like, oh, Americans are pretty nice, not to toot our own horn. Cause like, I mean, you can go anywhere and have a bad experience. Like I get that.
Yeah.
But it was just nice seeing lots of different people from different places having similar good experiences traveling through the country.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was just like, I think I messaged you and I'm like, have you seen this? Like, cause I think I was checking stuff like during like halftime of one of the games I was watching. And it was just like what do I call it? Like joy scrolling instead of doom scrolling. It's like, I'm like, this is just joyful.
Yeah.
Or like especially like getting to see people that can't buy fireworks where they're from. And they're like, you can just buy fireworks. I'm like, yeah, you can. Like, I mean, I know there's some places in the States you can't get fireworks, but like we can.
That's true. That's true. There's places you can or shouldn't light them off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like that. I'm like, this is what social media should be for. Kind of thing.
Right.
Like, let's optimize. I want to optimize my feed for stuff like that, but they kind of
like the divisive. Let's just enjoy.
Yeah. Just seeing people
enjoying life.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's going to, if it hasn't already, I'm sure it's like turned into like an influencer thing, or maybe it's already like kind of had its 15 minutes and stuff, but it was a fun 15 minutes to just kind of experience like a lot of different people having a lot of fun, And I mean, I think it's just fun too, just watching the matches and seeing all the different people cheering for their teams, obviously I'm going to cheer for the US, but like that's part of the thing I like about competition is like, if it's not my team in there, I just pick a color and kind of cheer. But like, I'm just looking for goals now because they're few and far in between.
Yeah.
But like getting to see the penalty kicks and stuff is a lot of fun.
It's really exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I know it took us a while to figure out no golden goal at the end. Like that has stuck with me. No golden goal.
Yeah.
And so there's the overtime and then the
Penalty shootout.
penalty shootout.
Yeah.
Penalty shootout? So exciting.
I would not want to be a goalkeeper.
Oh, I know. I would not either because they kind of have to guess.
Yeah.
And then they keep saying their one job is to get big because they kind of guess and then they have to get big for the most part if they don't know where it's coming.
Yeah.
So the first round, I was kind of paying attention. They were in these different rounds. They each played each other. They got points.
It's called the group round.
The group round. Yes, the group round.
They're in groups.
And it felt very like, okay, well, if you lose this match, that's okay because you have another match and, you kind of accumulate your points. When they got to the 1 of 32, it is no joke. Single elimination.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the really good teams have gotten picked off by teams that have played better than them that game. Or I don't know, some people say had a good break or I don't fully know, but it's exciting to watch.
Yeah, I like watching competition, like I said.
Me too. Me too. I'm going to make a jump here. And I don't know I know you're not anticipating it, but I'm going to make the jump anyway.
Great.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. So we're talking about the World Cup. We're talking about how much we're enjoying it, that it only comes around every so often, and that we can see how there's eager anticipation for the next one after this one ends, right? You did something kind of exciting this week.
Oh, okay.
And it's something that you haven't done for a while.
13 years?
Yes. And when you came home, you said, okay, so I have a plan for this leg, my back, this.
No, I did not.
Well, no, you're like, I got to figure this out. Like, I want to get this done more often. So talk about it. What did you get done on Monday?
Right. Got my leg finished, tattoo. 13 years ago, I got the outline done of my right leg, octopus and a fish like scene. And so got that finished finally after 13 years of just not having the time or schedule or kids, this and that, and us going somewhere or, just not, life happened. Right. So, it felt really good to be, it wasn't in the chair because I was laying down. So back on the table, I guess. But yeah, I missed it. It's the thing is like, and for people that have tattoos, it's kind of like a therapy session a little bit. Mm-hmm. And so like, it's kind of all about like helping you, like it hurts, but it's good for you.
Sure.
Kind of thing. So I don't know what it is with it, but it's like I'm imbalanced, and so I'm gonna need to figure out my left leg. I said, I'm like, oh well, I'm not sure what to do there, and that's why I was like, oh, but I got my back too, and I'm like, that's the biggest canvas I have, and then I was like, well, I don't really, So you start thinking and or wondering and ideating, but like I haven't put a whole lot of thought into it yet, but it is kind of funny that one of my first thoughts after having it finally done was like, okay, what next?
Yep.
And then I kind of told myself, all right, let's slow down. Let's let this heal. It's still a little sore even.
Yeah.
But it's healing good. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've had tattoos longer than I didn't, so, and like people will say stuff like, it's a part of me and always was, or like, this is a way to like kind of get something a little more completed, it's like the artwork and stuff on you. So, I tend to believe that, but like having one more thing finished makes me realize that like over on this side, there's something that's not finished, then I want to be a little more balanced, but
it was interesting watching you prepare because
I finally hydrated.
Well, I kept bringing you water because you told me the week before or the weekend, because you just found out you were going to do it.
It just kind of
happened.
Serendipitously happened. And he reached out and I was like, I got it in me. He's like, do you have it in you? And I'm like, I do.
But you said,
like, I gotta get ready.
need to
Yeah.
hydrate.
Yeah.
And so I kept bringing you glasses of water and you're like, I'd rather have something different.
Wasn't that curmudgeonly about it?
No.
I was like, oh, thanks. I totally forgot that I need to make sure I drink water. And yeah, you got to prepare and the aftercare too. And like,
Yeah.
getting the right lotion and
Stuff like
not
that. I got to
scratching
shave
it.
your leg.
Yeah. Yeah. You helped shave my leg.
I did. I got to shave your leg. So
Yep.
that was an experience.
Yeah. It is itchy. So why are we talking about this?
Just because I think it's something that you haven't done in a while that you were excited to get done and that you're just like, you know what? I want to do more of that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that next time.
Yeah. I mean, it is I don't know. It's like it's a creative part of me, I think, like, or a way for me to like express some creativity or something. I don't know. There's something to it that it lights me up a little bit, right? Like you can kind of tell, like I get a little excited. Like I'm like, what are you trying to get me to talk about? I'm like, what did I do new? Like, because it's not really new.
Yeah.
But like new in quite a while. It's been quite a while, but
I'm wondering if you want to talk a little bit more about maybe where they came from and what they mean, or is that too personal for a podcast?
it might be a little too personal, and probably boring for people, but it's just simply a form of expression that I think people that I looked up to used, like different musicians, like the guys in Metallica have gotten tattoos, and all kinds of other artists and stuff, and people I know, firsthand, or my sister, right?
Sure.
And it's a form of expression that I decided I liked and wanted to embrace, and I did. You wouldn't know I had them if I didn't want you to. So I haven't gone all the way there, but yeah, it's just, I mean, the thing is you can make almost anything mean anything you want. And that's kind of the beautiful thing about it. And yeah, I don't know. I forget I have them because I don't see them all the time because I'm looking out and about. But yeah, I don't know. It's just.
Did you pick tattoos just because you like them or because they had deep meaning or some in between?
I mean, everything meant something and means something. There's a lot of light. I got a lighthouse on me. I got flames. I've got an X-Man tattoo. X-Men.
Where's that?
Just on my forearm there. People probably can't see very well. Just stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of scenery. It's not necessarily specific things. Like the lighthouse is because I there's a sunset on the inside of my arm, and I remember Paul. He's like, but what's it setting behind? I'm like, oh, good idea. I'm like, I just like sunsets, kind of thing. So like, it's water and there's clouds and there's sky and stuff. So I mean, imagery that is like, I don't know, soothing, or and a lighthouse too is like exactly what I need. I need something to help guide me, and keep me grounded and knowing where the shore is, kind of thing. So you can go like that, right? So
yeah,
I don't necessarily go that deep publicly like on our podcast. I think everything I have has been drawn like by the artist,
yeah,
or drawn on me like with Sharpie and stuff.
Great. Is there any one that means more or is more special? Are they all?
No, I got one up here that symbolizes you and the kids. So yeah, I got tulips, tiny little 4 bouquet of tulips that it's my little buds and you. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of the more memorable ones, our little family. Yeah.
I actually like that you have flowers for us.
Yeah.
Rather than putting my name, like there's always the joke, like, if you put somebody's name,
oh yeah,
that
kiss of death. Yeah.
it's not good. And because it's kiss of death. But I like that I'm represented.
Yeah.
As a flower.
Yeah, it's a little more.
My favorite flower, actually, which I appreciate that. I love tulips.
That was on purpose. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I doesn't need to be super literal, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
I appreciate you taking some time to talk about it because I think, like I said, a lot of people have tattoos or really like tattoos and the culture around it. Other people don't understand it or are just interested in it. And so I think sometimes people maybe don't ask questions. And I think it's an interesting thing to talk about.
you kind of caught me off guard asking me about like the tattoos and stuff, and it's something I haven't done in a while, but it's maybe I don't even understand it, but like it's a big part of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it's a part of me, so I don't really pay attention to it, right?
Yeah.
And yet when the opportunity came up for me to have a session and to get something completed, it, like I said, it lit me up. I was excited for it, but I also saw your reaction was like you were excited for me,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really cool. That felt really good. Like I felt supported.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, what is that for you? Is there something that's maybe been a little dormant? I know you've been doing music a little more and piano.
Sure.
So I don't know if it's that, but like I guess what I'm thinking is, is there's something that maybe you haven't been nurturing or realize that you could maybe tend to a little bit that kind of like lights you up, kind of like the way this did for me.
Well, it's hard because music is probably one of those things, and I have been playing more things like that, but not for people. Like I haven't been playing for people.
It doesn't have to be part of it, or maybe that is something.
But that's kind of exciting to
Yeah.
me, right? But I'm not quite there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just thinking because he like kind of called you up out of the blue, right? And it just kind of worked.
Yeah.
Like, what is that thing? If somebody called me up out of the blue and was like, "Hey, you're gonna do this," what would it be? I don't know. I mean, it would probably be travel somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably would, honestly.
Yeah.
And I know it seems like I travel a lot, but I do a lot of travel for work. So when I go somewhere, I'm often at a conference hotel and maybe I get to do a couple side quests, things like that.
If there's time.
If there's time.
Right. And you have the energy.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing a lot of exploring a new place.
Like for you.
For
like,
me.
Unapologetically. Because that's what this was. This is unapologetically. This was for me.
Right.
You know.
I'm not doing a lot. I mean, I hate to say that, but even like we're going to go to South Dakota and it's going to be a blast and it's going to be fun. But like, I like South Dakota and I would love to go to a state I haven't been to before.
Yeah.
Right. I'd love to go to another country and visit. I'd like to do something like that and kind of blaze my own path a little bit. I haven't figured out how to do that. Does that make sense? Like I only have so much time in the day and in the year from a vacation standpoint. I've been thinking a lot about what I can and can't do physically as easily. Today, it's going to sound stupid. This is not the same excitement that you had with your leg. But I weeded my garden. There were tall weeds. They were I had resigned. They were going to be there all summer. And my raspberries are blooming, not blooming, growing fruit. They're bearing fruit.
Yeah, yeah.
And lots of berries, lots and lots of berries. Because we live really close to a creek, snakes are a thing. Not poisonous ones, but I don't like snakes. So I'm like, you know what? This is a practical thing. I'm going to weed my garden so that I can get to the raspberries and at least see a snake if it's approaching.
Yeah.
It was utility on my part. And I'm like, oh, if it jump scares me, I don't know how this is going to go with a quick movement in my hip. But even that, like gardening a little bit, that really brought me some joy. Because I think I talked about it on here. I've been grieving that I haven't been able to keep my beds up the way that I can. And your mom has been here and they look beautiful. Like what she's been able to do is gorgeous. but like I still feel like there's still that, oh gosh, there's still so much to do and I don't have the mobility to do it the
Yeah.
way I normally would do it.
Yeah, but you got to scratch the itch a little bit.
I did. Oh, and the weeds, they came out nice. I got all the roots. They were tall, so I didn't have to be on my knees like squatting, which was helpful. Right. I didn't get the short ones. I just got the tall ones out.
Yeah, you do what
But
you can.
you do what you can. I don't know if I'm answering you in a way that's helpful, but I think we all have different layers of things that really light us up.
Yeah.
I do think it means there is probably a travel in our future.
Yeah, it's just
You
I'm
like my smile.
I'm sensing you need some room to spread your wings and blaze your own little path
Yeah.
on an adventure.
Yeah, I'd like that. And I like the things that we do. There's something about setting out and experiencing new things that you haven't already done that
Mhm.
is pretty special.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be momentous either. You know,
Right.
it like there's a lot in between the ultimate this or that and something that's just a little more special, you know, and that's like
Yeah.
you kind of just kind of feeds you a little bit, you know, like
Mhm. We'll figure it out. It's important to find ways to find that joy, even if it's small, even if it's big, like a full leg tattoo.
yeah, yeah.
Right? Um, but how do we go about making sure we make room for that?
And that's the hardest thing is because that's why it took so long, right? For me to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I feel like both you and I are reading some books
Mhm.
that are going to maybe give us some better answers for that. And like I swiped a book that you want to talk about another time.
Mhm.
Gentle
Gentle. Yep.
talks about rest, right?
Mhm.
And I'm reading the new Bill Burnett and Dave Evans, I believe. They did the Designing Your Life.
Okay.
And now it's how to meaningful life. Something how to something meaningful life. Sorry. I just got it. And they kind of hit on similar things of uh designing your life, right? And
Mhm.
how to, you know, and the while me partaking in getting a tattoo isn't necessarily rest, it kind of is for me.
Mhm.
Kind of like I said, it's like kind of therapeutic.
Yeah.
Playing music is similar, I think, for
Yep.
you and for
It
me.
is.
Like when I
Yeah.
remember to do it too. I think it might be as simple as scheduling it in or
Mhm.
making the room and giving yourself the permission, right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of times we're looking for permission from somebody else,
Right.
and giving away that agency.
Mhm.
Like the more you defer, the less likely you are to actually get back to the thing you actually want. Is kind of how I
Right.
feel. I don't know. It's not like it's necessarily easy with all the different responsibilities and things you have going on, right? Like
Yeah.
to plan another trip kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a harder one possibly.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is making time, and it doesn't have to be big grand gestures always either. Just even thinking today is a good example. So, I had certain things that I wanted to do. So it's kind of a typical, right? Typical vacation day, staycation day. And I was going to bring child two over so he could help mow the lawn at my parents' house. And then I thought he was going to go swimming. And then he also ended up painting part of their deck
Hmm.
entryway. And so it took longer. And my mom and I went to go get succulents so we could pot these little succulent planters. We have a project going. I always have projects
So
going.
many things going on.
I know, I know. But um when I was realizing when we were starting to talk about supper plans, I thought, okay, hold on. I want to go and I want to podcast with Keith. Like I really podcasting with you and talking and having conversations with you really fills my cup. And we had planned on recording tonight. And so I said, "Hey, do you mind if I leave child 2 here and I go home and podcast with Keith, and then either you bring him home or I'll come back and get him. It was like, oh yeah, that's fine. We can do that. And so it was kind of the best of all worlds, right? Where child 2 got to help my parents with some things around the house. He got to do what he loves, swimming. My mom and I got to go and enjoy picking out some plants because we love our plants.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to hang out and talk with my mom and dad and child 2 and watch some deer and some woodchucks and things like that, like wander around their yard. And so it was good, but I was also able to balance it and come back and do this, which I also enjoy. So sometimes it's not having to be like this or that, but it's can I do this and also make space to make sure that we can do the other things that we enjoy too.
Yeah.
Some of it's the honesty about it, right?
Yeah. And
being upfront.
Yeah. And just understanding what you want.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't necessarily mean you need to add more is
Right.
one of the other things that's coming up from what I'm listening to and reading, which is a good reminder. Because for me, that it feels like more when we're doing more. And I maybe need to work on realizing, no, it's just simply getting more specific.
Sure.
And, that might come with, maybe I'm like, well, if we're doing this, I can't do that. Well, the solution for that is for me to say, like you just did, oh, well, I have this other plan in communicating it. And then you can find a way through it, kind of thing. So
maybe it's also just spending time with yourself and making sure you're clear what those things are.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it would have came up to myself like, oh, I'd like to go on a vacation. That's one that I've picked the place. That's weird. That's weird. I'm like, oh, well, okay. Hello.
Well, it's because you're busy and you're going. And I mean, that's where the rest comes in. And I'm not super far along in what they're saying in the gentle book, but I know that rest is a big thing with it. And part of rest is simply having, like you just said, like simply having some time with yourself to know what you want is very helpful. Because sometimes you're just going and it's like, you don't even know what you want, even if you had the time to think about it. Like you're so like you like beyond taking a nap.
Right.
Like, yes. Okay. Yes. We literally need rest, but sometimes we just need nothing.
Right.
For a little bit to get a little clarity.
Yeah.
So,
that's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm starting to ramble now.
No.
You have
I think it's good.
some other things to say or?
No, I think our conversation today was a little here and a little there. So I appreciate you and your production skills. But I do think maybe at the heart of all of it, it's trying to figure out what is it that's important to us and finding those things that spark joy in us, making time for that.
Yeah.
Right. And knowing that sometimes those things aren't going to happen every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe they happen every 13 years, like with your leg.
Yeah.
Maybe they happen.
Or maybe in between every Wednesday and every 13 years. There's a happy medium
there's
in there.
Different. Like the World Cup every 4 years.
Yeah.
Right. Like maybe there's these cadences that seem long with anticipation, but then the reward is kind of sweet when you get there.
Okay. Yeah, that brings it back to the tempo from last time or whatever.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I like it. See, everything kind of comes back up every now and then.
It connects.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, your superpower is like connecting things. You're like, I see it.
Yeah. You talk long enough, something makes sense.
Okay.
Should we get out of here?
I think we should.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
I love you too.
I called it soccer. Sorry if
football.
Football, right?
Football.
Um,
yes.